Hello guys, now we will study about the fifth part in this symbol list. This is about the control and instrumentation. So control and instrumentation basically the lines basically either they are operated by hydraulic oil, either they are operated by air or by um, say oil, air, or maybe they are operated by steam or something like that. Or what are the indicators like your remote indicators or local indicators, um, sealing arrangement, and that is what about we are going to discuss in the control and instrumentation part in the um, pipeline diagrams.
To every marine engineer out there, from junior engineer to chief engineer and electrical officer, we all know that earning respect on ship is very important. We all know fast promotions are very important, and we all know that इज्जत कमानी है, promotion चाहिए तो काम आना चाहिए, तो जूते पड़ते हैं, गालियां पड़ती हैं, and for that you need a good mentor. Sometimes we keep finding those mentors on board ship, पर अगर नहीं मिल रहे तो MNDFLIX है ना, Merchant Navy Decoded has launched a subscription model where you can find more than 30 plus courses with respect to your rank, helping you earn respect on ship. Please enroll on these free trial videos, watch these videos as per rank, and then decide whether you want to invest or not, with a very good flexible payment plan as well. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata.
Okay, the first symbol here is the hydraulic oil line. So you see the symbol for the hydraulic oil line always will have a single dash. So you see this line will be drawn like this with a single dash like this. Okay, pneumatic air line will be drawn with double dash. Okay, hydraulic line will be drawn with a single dash, air line will be drawn with a double dash. Capillary tube or a small tube line will be drawn with a crosses. Okay, crosses on them. Electrical wiring diagrams will always be drawn with dashes like this. So you can see this is a hydraulic oil line. I know you all of you are aware of what a hydraulic oil line is. So basically pipelines I have shown here, hydraulic oil pipeline which are operating say this pump, so or this valve. So they are coming in this way and they are operating it. So when this will be indicated in the line diagram, it will be indicated as such. Okay, for the control air line I took this line diagram from the engine room control air diagram. So you can see the pneumatic air supply line in the control air manifold. Okay, that is shown in this diagram, service air and the control air line. So this is a small line, 7 bar line, so the line is smaller. Okay, smaller lines, and it is indicated with double dashed. Capillary tubes, so you can see this is a capillary, copper pipes, small copper pipes, and used generally in the say refrigeration section or in the viscotherm or in other sections where you are using a small tapping of the um, fluid to measure something, say temperature or some other parameter you have to measure, you are using a capillary. So this is how a capillary tube will be shown in the line diagram. For electrical wirings it is simple, always it will be shown by these dashes. Okay, local indicator, remote indicator, local indicators like this. Okay, so say if you are seeing a pump or a say anything, say main engine exhaust temperature or something like that, so these are the gauges that are placed locally to show the actual value of pressure or temperature or something like that. So that is what a local indicator is. Okay, so it is shown with a circle, goal. Okay, if it is a remote indicator, the same thing. If it is remotely indicating, then what it will be shown with a dash in the center. So what does that mean? That this indicator is located either in the ECR or somewhere at the remote location, not near the machinery. Okay, that is a remote indicator. Seal pot. Okay, seal pot, generally you'll see the seal pot to look like so this is a seal pot used in the instrumentation, control and instrumentation. Basic purpose is say in the engine room where you will find these seal pots, you will find these seal pots in the pipeline in the exhaust line. Okay, so when the exhaust line is going, you will see a tapping from the line and going to some water box, to a box like this which is called a seal pod, and it is filled with water. You can see water in this um, seal pot. Why it is there? To contain any moisture or condensate that is coming in the exhaust line, no? So that moisture or condensate from the drains of the exhaust will come and will come into this seal pot. So basic purpose of this seal pot is to drain out the moisture and condensate, and thereby this seal pot is given in the exhaust lines in the engine room. Okay, uh, that is for the seal pot. The loop seal you can see like this loop. Okay, loop seal you can see in the pressure gauges there are these loops made. Okay, this in the control instrumentation, these are siphon type of tubes or the sealing arrangement. Why they are given? uh, Say any pressure fluctuation, say this is a pressure gauge. If sudden pressure fluctuations will affect this Borden tube type pressure gauge, then it will go bad very soon. So to avoid any such pressure fluctuations, there is a loop given. So through the loop it will go into the gauge that will help to avoid any pressure fluctuation and save the gauge for a longer period of time. Okay, pressure fluctuations, temperature fluctuations, so such fluctuations can be avoided, vibration etc can be avoided due to this loop. Okay, so in the, if you see in this diagram, this is directly attached, so there is a greater chance of this going bad earlier than this one. That is why a loop seal is provided. Okay, without valve or cock for a level gauge. So basically these are all level gauges here shown. I'll just show you one level gauge, and we will understand from that that what a level gauge is like. uh, okay, level gauge. So this is a level gauge, basically float type level gauge. Level gauges are installed on the tanks for measuring the tank levels. Okay, uh, so when the tank level goes down or up depending on the kind of installation, say it can be magnetic type level gauge, it can be float type level gauge, it can be wire type level gauge, it can be flat type level gauge. Different mechanisms are used just to show the level of the tank. Okay, without valve or cock, that means that there is no such valve here. You can see this is a valve here. If there is no such valve, it is directly mounted, the level gauge is directly mounted to the tank, then it is shown with a single circle like this. If it has got a valve, it is shown with a circle and a this thing with colored and dark colored. If it is having self closing valve for oil type of level gauge, then self closing valve we have already seen, then it is shown like a spring loaded valve assembly. Okay, water glass level gauge will have this type of indication. So if you, we have to see the water level, like this one, na? This one is for the um, gauge glass in the boilers. In the boiler this kind of gauge glass is used, so you will have the level indicators of this. You will have these two valves on the top. Okay, these two are the valves on the top, water level gauge glass. If it is fitted with flat type level gauges are these ones. Okay, these are flat type level gauges. It has got spring loaded valves for self closing. So this one you can see, this is a spring loaded valve, and as you press this valve will keep the system open, and if you press leave this valve, this will close. So this is a spring loaded self closing valve for mostly fitted in the oil tanks, so that what will happen if there is, this glass breaks also, there will be no oil coming in from inside, and there will be no oil leakage, and further there is no chance of some fire or something like that. So to protect the contents of the tank and to protect this is the engine room from catching fire, this is fitted with self closing arrangement. So even if the glass cracks, there will be nothing coming out of this. Okay, and the float type level gauge we have already discussed in this section. This is the float type level gauge. You can see there is a float or an indicator here. So what happens from the tank, if the level changes, the level will automatically change in this seal pot also, in the pot also. Okay, and as this chamber will be going up or down, the float contained inside this chamber will also go up and down, due to which the level will read uh, in this indicator, no, level indicator. The level will also continuously change. You can see there is an indicator here. Okay, there is an indicator shown here. You can see this is an indicator here. This indicator will change its position as per the position of the flat of the float. So maybe this is a magnetic plate, where this magnet, so must be, you must have seen that red magnets and the white magnets, they keep on changing their color according to the level. So what happens, the magnet float, as the magnet rollers they change the orientation, and as the weight changes, as the level changes, the float comes near them, they change their position and it becomes red, and it is easily visible for all of you to see that this is the level at that current time. It becomes red to that section, so the indicators will change its orientation. Okay, so these are the types of level gauges, and they are having these type of arrangement. So water will not have say, because it is water, it is not harmful. So you might have only simple valves on them, no need of spring loaded or self closing valves. Self closing valves like this are for the oil glass level gauge. Okay, and float type level gauge we have already seen in this photograph. This is the float type level gauge. So that's it for the control and instrumentation section. uh, okay, in the next one we will discuss about the further uh, control and instrumentation sections with signs. So this is the symbols part we have discussed. We will discuss the signs in the next section. Okay guys, thank you.